I'm actually servicing my own design now, really, and so I'm finding things that match the model, I'm finding colours that match the model, I'm finding leaves for a tree that look like the one on the model. And similarly, the painting on the set, I might be saying, that should have more gold in it, or the floor is too light, or some such thing. There's also quite a role in collecting things together, like props or pieces of furniture, going out and actually finding stuff. The design overall is expensive because you've got period costumes. Many of the characters have got 2 costumes. You've also got the period set and the period furniture, and furniture is a very expensive factor because antiques are expensive, and you're talking about antiques.
Capacity as stage management, we're there to kind of facilitate the through line of the whole show. So finding out basically what the concept is behind each production. So for instance, this is Importance of Being Earnest. So we find out what the period is going to be. It's going to be the exact period, 1890. So we know exactly what we're looking for in terms of period pieces, period furniture, period props. And the vast majority of what we do in the rehearsal process is communication. We are the communication kind of centre, making sure that all the other departments know what's going on. There's a member of stage management in rehearsals throughout the whole rehearsal period who passes on to everyone else notes that are coming out of the rehearsal period, because obviously we've got jobs to do ourselves, i.e. find stuff for the show.
It can be quite challenging. You have to be able to multitask as well as keep an eye on where everybody's moving, if that's changing, and then rubbing out what you've written before, at the same time taking down rehearsal notes. So it keeps you on your toes.
And other departments do the same: costume, lights, sound. They have stuff to provide for the show. So they need to know what's going on, so we are the communication centre.
Being a man, I suppose I don't know, it's a very difficult divide. I don't know whether I'm sort of it's a difficult question because I'm coming on as a woman, as far as I'm concerned. Now, the audience will make up their own mind.
Gwendolyn, what does this mean?
I'm sorry.
Okay,
Merely that I'm engaged to be married.
Appearing in my undergarments.
I think we're not doing that.
No, it's me! I'm laughing.
It's a bit of a weird circle because I suppose I was fresh-faced young ASM 20 years ago working with Penelope Keithers doing Lady Bracknell, and now I'm doing full circles company stage managing with Lady Bracknell being played by a man.
Untruthful! My nephew Elgin? Impossible! He is an Oxonian.
These are the dressing rooms.
I never had a brother in my life, and I certainly have not the smallest intention of ever having one in the future.
No brother at all.
My role is to ensure that what's been produced creatively during the technical week is kept going throughout the performance, throughout the run. And during the show, I'm on a headset cueing lights and sound and any other sort of set changes that might happen, anything that flies in and out.
Is it? Let us go into that house. They will hardly venture to come after us there. No. Men are so cowardly, aren't they?
This ghastly
Thank you, guys. Hold on.
We're there to kind of make sure that it runs as per the design of the show, as per the concept of the show, the vision the director and the designers have, and also the actors. So we're there to kind of facilitate that whole run. The inspiration for actually doing the names was mainly because the rehearsal room is such a focal point in any theatre. So obviously this is a place where the play is rehearsed and meetings happen in this room. So that all the progress meetings, production meetings, head of department meetings, and then we've got quite a few other people obviously who work for the company over many, many years. People like Michael Williams, our production manager, who is the longest serving member of the Library Theatre Company at 40 years. Then there are also all the other staff who've worked here over the time, including front of house staff and stage management, wardrobe, electrics. So many people have worked in various different capacities in the theatre, and their names are here. So even though there's only about 630 odd names on this wall, it must run into the thousands.
Don't set us a good example. What on earth is the use of them? They seem, as a class, to have absolutely no sense of moral responsibility.
Well, I must say, Algernon, that I think it is high time that Mr. Bunbury made up his mind whether he was going to live or to die.
Men should be more careful. This very celibacy leads weaker vessels astray.
They are not equally attractive when married.
No married man is ever attractive except to his wife.
And often, I've been told, not even to her.
You get out of this place as soon as possible! I don't have any bumbering here!
Do you allude to me, Miss Cardew, as an entanglement?
Lady Bracknell.
Mother, I forgive you.
I'm aware that this is the last production that will ever be produced here in this theatre, which is sort of end of an era, and nobody's more aware than me that in the early 70s, as a young actor, I was given so many opportunities here, and it was part of my formative life as an actor.
Chris gave me my first job here from drama school in '96, and the building and the library theatre is very special to me, really. So quite emotional for me, really, I think, to do the last show.
To be asked to, by Chris, to be involved in this last production is, you know, more than an honour, really.
I happen to be serious about Bunbury.
They're looking at us. What effrontery.
That I don't intend to have a brother, not even of any kind. I distinctly told him so myself yesterday afternoon.
At last!
Cecily?
Let us go into the house. They will hardly venture to come after us there.
And The Importance of Moving Earnestly was the very first play to be produced by the Library Theatre Company, so we thought also, why not it'd be the last, because it's a great play to do in the summer, I think.
Oscar was very fond of his own voice, the sound of his own voice, and certainly in this play, I think in all his plays, you know, the sound of his own voice really rings through very clearly.
The army lists of the last 40 years are here! Oh, these delightful records are to be my constant study! Generals! Madam, Max Boom, Magley, what ghastly names they have! Markby, Mixby, Morgs, Buckwheat! Lieutenant, 1840. Captain, Lieutenant Colonel, Colonel, General, 1869. Christian names. Ernest John. Realized, for the first time in my life, the vital importance of being earnest.